Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday and welcome back. So over the course of today and tomorrow, I am going to be sharing some skincare updates. So products that I have incorporated into my skincare routine over the course of the last few weeks to even the last few months. I like to do this video every once in a while just to keep you guys updated on what I'm using, how it's working. Sometimes this kind of helps me process whether I should keep using a product or whether I'm just kind of meh about it and I should actually maybe just pass it on to someone else, like a girlfriend or a sister-in-law that might have a little bit more luck with the product. So I am dividing this into a two-part video. Part one is obviously going up today, part two tomorrow, because I do tend to get a little chatty. You guys are aware. And I just don't want this to be like another 30-minute long video from me this week. So yeah, there we go. Part one today. Let's dive into it. I will put links for everything in the description box down below. I'm going to be talking a little bit about ingredients and what the product's claims are, but mostly just about my experience using the product, how I feel about it so far, you know, that kind of stuff. So this is mostly Melanie's opinions more than anything else, but the links down below will take you directly to the products. You can go look up the entire ingredient list, read through every single thing. For most of these, there are obviously reviews from other people as well, and so there's a plethora of information. Okay. Let's get started. Where do I even start? Okay, I'm going to start with something that I probably most recently incorporated and have really enjoyed using. This is the Derma E Essentials Gentle Enzyme Peel with exotic fruit enzymes, licorice root and milk thistle. This is supposed to polish and even your skin tone. And the way that you use this product is you wash your face. I mean, you can use it morning or night. It's my personal preference to use it at night. There's no real reason for that. It's just, that's when it fits best into my routine. You can use it in the morning if you want. But basically, this helps you prep, and I'm just gonna read from the back. We're gonna read the claims here, and I'll tell you what my experience is. Prep and polish your skin with a powerful yet gentle enzyme formula that works to lift and dissolve dead skin and other impurities for a soft, smooth complexion. Papaya and pineapple fruit enzymes aid to remove impurities, even the skin tone, and clean clogged pores, while milk thistle and licorice root brighten the skin. Soothing aloe, cooling mint oils, and mugwort extract calm and protect the skin barrier, revealing radiant looking skin that is ready for makeup or no makeup at all. And the directions for this are very simple. Apply a thin layer after cleansing, avoid the eye area, do not apply to broken or irritated skin. And then what you do is you just rub in circular motions for a little while. So when the product comes out, it kind of looks like, well, let's take a look at it. It's like this, it looks like a kind of milky gel texture, and what you do is you literally just rub it on your skin in those nice circular motions. It's gonna take a little while for the product to get kind of gummy and sticky, and that is supposed to happen. So you keep rubbing gently. Eventually the product starts to kind of like, I guess, dry out in a way. And what it's doing is, as you're doing this, and I can even feel it on my hand right now, it is dissolving the dead skin, and oh, you can see them. Can you see the little like chunks? Those are just little chunks of dead skin coming off the top of my hand here. And you basically just do this until, I don't know, usually I take at least 3 to 4 minutes to just gently massage it into my face. I will also use that time to do some facial massage because, you know, you have that kind of nice slip. And so, yeah, you know, treat yourself in any way that you can. So I will do that all over my face. I haven't really used this on my neck, but I feel like maybe it would be a good idea. Oh, there you go. See, it just collects, like these are just a bunch of like skin cell chunks, if you can, skin cell chunks. There's a new term, right? And once you feel like, you guys, especially around your nose, really concentrate around your nose, especially the little like fold areas. Once you rinse this off, so when you're done, you just rinse it off with warm water. It rinses off very easily. It's not difficult to remove. By the way, this isn't irritating. It doesn't sting when I'm using it. It just feels like a really comfortable massage. You rinse it off, your face is so smooth. I feel like this is a wonderful alternative for those of you that don't like, say, the Derma E microdermabrasion scrub. If you're looking for some exfoliation, but you want it done in a much more gentle way than a scrub per se, you should try this. This has been fantastic, and I see myself repurchasing this. This is really nice. Love it. Okay, next. We're kind of starting out with the affordable skincare because I do have some things in here that are pretty spendy, and yeah, it's just warning you. I think I might save tomorrow for the like slightly more expensive stuff. Okay, so this is something that has been in my routine now for a couple of weeks as well. So still somewhat new. This is the Good Molecules Glycolic Exfoliating Toner, and they say that this is formulated with glycolic acid and galactomyces ferment to gently remove dead skin cells and promote glowing skin. And so you can use this on your face, you can use this on your neck, but you guys, where I've been using it is my chest, my arms, and my underarms. So like most women, I do shave my underarms. You know, I don't like having hair under there, but I totally respect women that don't do it. You do you. For me, I just like the feeling of like not having hair there. But I do tend to get some discoloration under my arms, and sometimes it's hard for me to justify using my more expensive skincare items on my body. But when I got this, the Good Molecules actually sent this to me. When I got this in the mail from them, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to try this in some different areas. So on my chest and my arms, what I have noticed is that this is a really gentle glycolic acid. There is no stinging, there's no irritation at all. Even on my arms, where I tend to deal with eczema from time to time, the reason that I'm using it on my arms is, one, to kind of exfoliate off the little bit of a tan that I did get this year. I'm pretty diligent about SPF all over my body when I'm outside, but when you're outside working weddings, oftentimes no amount of SPF is going to completely prevent you from getting a tan of some kind. And there are times where I have not been able to reapply because I've been too busy. So I did get a little bit of color on my arms this year. I used to live for the summer tan. I don't really anymore. I've just kind of accepted my pastiness, and it's what I'm going with. This has definitely sped up the surface cell turnover on my shoulders, on my arms, and especially my forearms, which see a little bit more sun, because there are a lot of times where I will wear a t-shirt, and so this part usually doesn't get the most tan, but my forearms do. This has really helped to fade my little bit of tan that I have very quickly. So I would say if you're not looking to fade a tan, maybe don't use this. But for me, and on my chest too. And there has just been this really nice clarity that I've noticed on my chest. I don't break out here, but you know, it's not an area that gets quite as much attention as my neck and my face do. And so every once in a while, I think it's just good to like treat that area to a nice peel and refresh it a little bit. And this is so affordable that I don't mind using a little bit more to treat all these areas. And what I do is I literally just pour a little bit into the palm of my hand, and I will just rub it. And especially on my underarms, I rub a little bit under there. I'm gonna tell you right now, do not do this particular area after you have just shaved your underarms. I accidentally forgot one day that I had just shaved, and yes, there was some stinging, but it didn't last terribly long. But I have noticed that, I'm gonna show you guys my armpits, and I am wearing deodorant too, so just keep that in mind. But I have noticed that they are much lighter than they were even a couple weeks ago. So I really like this. But do wear your SPF. I mean, I always do, so, but obviously, you know, it's important to stress the use of the SPF. It's an important part of your skincare routine. All right, let's do 2 more items, and that'll give us 4 for today, and tomorrow there's gonna be 5. But, okay, so this is the DermaDoctor Picture Perfect. I always wanna say Picture Perfect, but it's Picture Perfect Pore Minimizer. All right, so I've been using this for, has it been a couple months now? I feel like it's been at least a couple months. I have been using this as part of my morning skincare routine for a while now. And I really have come to not only enjoy this, but also feel like I've come to like almost depend on it, because I feel like this also acts as a really nice makeup primer for me during the daytime. Now, with that being said, if you are going to use this product during the daytime, they do say that you can use it morning and or night. So you can use it morning and night, or either or, but it's really important because of the ingredients that are in here that you are protecting your skin properly. I've only been using this on my face. Some of the ingredients that are in here are retinol, willow bark, which is a BHA. There is an AHA complex in here as well, so lots of exfoliators, thus the need for the sunscreen. There's glycolic, lactic, and citric acid in here. And what all these things are going to do is they're going to just power clean your pores on a daily basis. But the texture of this also lends itself to being a really, God, my hand feels so, this hand compared to this hand, I mean, I should use that stuff on, I just should use that on my whole body. And I'm talking about the peel, first thing we talked about. But the texture of this is just this really nice gel consistency. That was a lot. Like that would do my whole face and neck. Like I'm taking this all the way up to my arm. You don't even need a full pump. A little bit goes a very long way. And once this sets on the skin, it leaves this beautiful matte, soft, like satin finish to my skin that makeup just glides over. Now, again, I put my SPF over top, which is super important, but even the SPF, I feel like glides on really nicely. Now, whenever I do my morning skincare routine, I like to give my skin at least a half hour for all of the skincare to like fully absorb and, you know, for everything to set and not be like wet or sticky or tacky in any kind of way. But boy, have I really fallen in love with this. This is such a nice product in my morning skincare routine. This one, immediately after being done with this, I'm gonna repurchase this. This and the Paula's Choice 10% niacinamide, absolutely, totally a part of my morning skincare routine for the very foreseeable future. The Paula's Choice 20% niacinamide, which yes, I'm still using every single day. It just has made such an amazing impact on the size of my pores. I used to have really substantial pores, you guys. Sorry about the airplanes. And I cannot tell you what a difference incorporating niacinamide has made in my skincare routine. It's just night and day. It's night and day. But anyway, back to this. This really helps with that surface cell turnover. It really helps power clean my pores. And I just love it. I love this product. DermaDoctor. This was, I think, the first DermaDoctor product that I've ever tried too. I love her KP scrub. And then also, I really want to try the Kakadu C serum. They actually have that at Costco in a 2-pack. I probably don't need the 2-pack, but it's kind of a good deal, so why not? Maybe I can split with a friend or something. I don't know, but this, big fan. All right. Well, okay, so let's do this one. This has also been a part of my morning routine, pretty much most mornings, but I've also been using it a little bit at night. Like if I don't use it in the morning, I will use it at night. This is a very ridiculously priced product. And the way that I got my hands on it initially was it came in the Skin Store and Skin 111 collaboration box. So this was a full-size product that was in that box. The box, I can't remember what it was with like the discount code that they gave me. I think it was like 90 bucks. But then eventually they were trying to get rid of the box, and so they increased the discount code that they gave me, and it brought the box down to 70 bucks. And I have loved everything in that box so much that even before I finished this, I ordered another one of those boxes. So it's like literally sitting in my backup closet. So I already have a backup of this. Now, it'll be a little harder to justify repurchasing this once it's done because this is 135 bucks on its own. So it's kind of nuts, but I have really been enjoying it. And I do think it has added something to my skincare routine, just using some different ingredients that I maybe haven't thought about before, but my skin seems to be responding really well. So this, what this product, let's talk about the name of it, huh? This is the Cryo ATP Sports Booster. And this is supposed to mimic extreme cold on the skin. I am reading off of notes. That's right. Sorry. My brain works best when I have reminders. Probably like most people's brains. So it mimics extreme cold on the skin, which encourages more oxygen for cell function. This is supposed to leave your skin tightened, refined, and toned. And a couple of the key ingredients in this particular product, that interests me the most are, oh God, sorry guys. I keep knocking the ring light. There's niacinamide in here, which you know, already know my feelings about niacinamide, but there's also adenosine in here, and adenosine has smoothing and healing properties to the skin. So this is a very soothing product. By the way, you use like 3 drops. You don't use a lot. You always want to shake it before you use it. I'm getting pretty close to finishing this. There's still more in the bottom. One thing that kind of irritates me is I don't feel like this dropper goes all the way down. And so I am now having to get to the point where I'm like, you know, doing this number to like suck the product up into the pipette, which is fine. I only need 3 drops. So, at first, I think I was using way too much. I was just using like probably like 3 times the amount that I needed. At that point, I was also just kind of bringing it down onto my neck. But once I read into the product a little bit more, I was like, oh, this is kind of precious. Maybe I should just save it for my face, which is where I have the bulk of my issues with the enlarged pores, just the need to keep the blackheads at bay and the sebaceous filaments. I don't deal with a lot of breakouts. I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, anyway, so let's get back to it. So the adenosine is in here, and then there's also adenosine triphosphate, which is a quote unquote major energy molecule for intercellular processes. Look, I'm not a science person. I'm not an esthetician. I'm not a dermatologist. So sometimes when I read about the ingredients, a lot of that stuff goes over my head. But I do know I do watch a lot of dermatologists. I, watch a lot of estheticians. My beautiful friend Penny over at Penn Smith Skincare, I rely a lot on her videos to learn about ingredients. If you're not following Penn, most of you probably are. You should. She's super, super informative. But Penn has studied this kind of stuff, right? Like for me, it's just like I'm a lady with a degree in social work who is now a florist. So whoosh, it goes right over my head. But I read. It just doesn't always process for me the way that it processes for you science people. But basically this product or this particular ingredient is supposed to help restore the skin. It's supposed to help, again, soothe the skin. And I really do feel like this has been a really nice part of my routine that I would like to continue to use on an ongoing basis. It fits in very well with this product in my morning routine. So typically what I'll do is wash my face, use my Biossance BHA toner. I'll use my Paula's Choice 20% niacinamide and this, and then it's my DermaDoctor Picture Perfect Pore Minimizer. And if I feel like I need a moisturizer, I will use that. And I know that that particular routine seems kind of intense, but it's really what my skin needs in terms of keeping my pores from clogging and to keep my skin looking its best. I need a lot of BHA. I really like AHAs. I love glycolic lactic acid. Lactic acid is fabulous on my oily skin, and that's actually supposed to be better, I think, for a drier skin type, but man, does that work like a charm on my skin. So I know that seems like a lot, but I feel like it's a routine that has worked super well for me. And here's the thing about skincare is a lot of it is trial and error. There's certainly things that I've used in the past that I've just been like, oh, this is probably not the best fit for me. And I've either returned those things or passed them on to friends if it was past the reasonable time to return something. But you have to test things out and see how they work for you. My particular routine might be a nightmare for someone who has really dry, sensitive skin. You would not want to take skincare advice from me if you are dry or sensitive. That would be probably a terrible idea for you. But, you just kind of know over time what works for you, what keeps your skin looking its best. I'm going to be 43 in November, and I'm telling you that for me, the routine that I have developed, I feel has my skin looking better than it ever did in my teens, 20s, or even early 30s. I used to deal with such clogged, just awful pores that just were constant. I was always prone to blackouts. I had sebaceous filaments galore. My nose always felt bumpy from the blackheads and the sebaceous filaments. And I can run my fingers across my face now and it's smooth. There isn't a lot of texture in terms of dry skin or anything like that. And to me, this is the best that my skin has ever looked. And so, despite all the work that goes into the extensive routine, it has been so worth it to me. And honestly, I'm really thankful that I have had the opportunity to try a lot of products that companies have sent and products that I've purchased. It's just made such a difference for me in my confidence and the way that I feel. And yeah, anyway, that's enough of that. So tomorrow we will tackle another group of products and then also a brand new product that City Beauty is releasing tomorrow, which I've been using now for several weeks. And it's a product that I've been specifically looking for. And when I heard that they made one, I thought, finally, finally. So do stay tuned for that tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, please do so. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.